Shalom, 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 shalom. This is your brother Yawana, representing Warriors for Yahweh Shai Michigan Camp. Before we start off, I'm going to give all praise, honor, infinite glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Quadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that rule well, that teach well, that taught us this truth. And a hearty shalom to all the Akim and Aquab tuning in. Shalom, shalom, shalom. All right, shalom to the house of David. Shalom to the hopeful elect. All right, now this lesson is going into Amos 8 and 11. It's getting closer. All right, let me start it off with this. It says Amos chapter 8 and 11. It says, "Behold, the days come, said the Lord Yahweh." Okay, the Lord's true name, who you ignorantly call God. Okay, his true name is Yahweh, Yahweh. Okay, which means he exists, he is. All right. It says that I will send a famine in the land, which the Lord is actually going to send a famine in the land. It tells you that all throughout the scriptures, where the Lord is going to send a mass drought. All right, a mass. Matter of fact, let's grab a scripture going into that. Yeah, all right, because Yahweh Shemi Yahushua, he's going to actually send one of these as well. Okay, let me see if I can get in the blue letter. All right, now it says Jeremiah chapter 50 and 38. It says a drought is upon her waters. Okay, a drought is coming to Babylon the Great, which is America, and they shall be dried up. All right, and a lot of these places, you got this thing happening in Texas right now. Let's see if I can pull it up. Texas cattle. Let's pull that up. All right, wildfires have devastated the Texas cattle industry, and the effects may be long lasting. Okay, this just happened literally a couple days ago. Okay, where look at this: Texas wildfires devastate state's agriculture economy. All right, it says Texas wildfires have consumed acres of agricultural land, killing thousands of livestock, destroying crops, and exacerbating challenges. Okay, so yeah, Yahweh Shemi Yahushai is going to send an actual famine. Okay, but this is going into something completely different. What we're about to go into. Okay, but you can see all prophecy is playing out. All right, all prophecy is playing out. It says an exaggerating challenges lingering from last year's drought. Right. Don't forget we're still suffering from this the C-19 when it first came out, man. A lot of businesses, a lot of companies, a lot of these different farmers, they was even paid to get rid of certain crops. Okay, but now we're about to go into the famine of the word, okay, which is coming. Okay, let me grab this, matter of fact. For it is a land of graven images, right? You got all these different idols. People worship Beyonce, what they call them, the Beehive. You got people that worship Nicki Minaj, and they call them the Bardies or something. I don't know, but all these people follow after graven images. You got people that worship the cross. Okay, Caesar Borgia. Okay, you got people that worship Islam. This place is filled with all type of wicked idols, graven images. It says they are mad upon their idols, right? Every single person in Babylon the Great, they have all different type of, let's say this, since you got the migrants coming in, okay, which a lot of those are Jays, okay, but you got these migrants coming in, you got all these different, this scripture calls this place the melting pot, which means all these different nations and societies come here, okay, and they basically come here for, all right, it's to get that American dream, okay, but a lot of them was going back home and was like, yo, that it don't exist anymore. Haggai 1:11, and I call for a drought upon the land, upon the mountains, and upon the corn, and upon the new wine, and upon the oil, and upon that which the ground bringeth forth, okay, which is these different plants, all these different crops, and upon men, all right, which is it's a shortage, all right, a huge shortage. Let me see if I can pull it up. All right, look at this, man. YouTube music layoffs. Watch the moment employee finds out his team was fired. Sheesh. All right. YouTube music layoffs. Google cuts team lobbying for union support. So all these different companies, they get rid of their workers. All right. What is going on with layoffs in the video game industry? They cutting off all these different video game producers. All right. This gotta be the end. Just like the elders just did a video on this. All right. Universal Music Group, home of Taylor Swift, Olivia Rodrigo, starts layoffs. You see? So all these different businesses and companies, they're beginning to do a mass layoff of workers. It's shortages, basically all type of things. Okay. Austin at the brink of disaster, man. Kala Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Okay. This is what's coming. Lawlessness. All right. Destruction. Terror. All right. Scripture says that the book is filled with, ooh, let's get that. All right. Salakia. Lamentations and woe. Okay. Matter of fact, I'll just pull it up from here. So this is Ezekiel chapter 2:10. It says, and he spread it before me, and it was written within and without. And there was written therein lamentations, mourning, and woe. That's what's coming to Babylon the Great, man. All right, and that's why people say what? All right, this is Ezekiel chapter 13 and 16. To wit, the prophets of Israel, okay, not the prophets of Esau, Edom, not the prophets of Moab, not the prophets of, all these different heathen nations. No, man. Okay, how about Shem Yahushai got us working? Okay, and Lord willing, we are the prophets. Okay, but the true prophets are the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. All right. Salaki. So yeah, the true prophets are the elders and apostles, the bishops of Great Millstone, okay, which prophesy concerning Jerusalem, and they're concerning the elect of Israel, okay, the house of David, which is being built, okay. Literally, they're prophesying, they're warning it, okay. It says, and we see visions of peace for her, and there is no peace, said the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You see, Scripture says there is no peace. All right, so that's what's coming to Babylon the Great. All right, so let me go back. Austin at the brink of disaster as police shortages hit crisis level. You see. God help us all. And we just read through the scriptures that the Lord's not going to help America, Babylon the Great. Okay, you got these people, God bless America, my arms. Man. All right, this place is finished, man. A portion of Texas City was left without a single police officer for a couple of hours in February. All right, this is going to become the new norm. All right. Man, I could literally read this, but, this is far from what I wanted to go into. I just want to bring out, all these different things that's happening. All right. Mexico City's 21 million residents are facing a severe water shortage. Again, there's going to be shortages on water. There's going to be shortages on food, but this is not what it's going into. Okay. So let me go back on it. Let's backtrack. Upon men and upon cattle and upon all the labor of the hands. And like I said, shortages on all these different jobs. There's people all on TikTok that say that they put out, they basically signed up for a job interview, sent out their resumes to hundreds of these different companies and never got a call back. All right. So yeah, it's about to get serious, man. So I'm gonna get back. So this is Amos chapter 8 and 11. Behold, the days come, said the Lord Yahweh, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst of water, even though we just seen that happening right now as we speak, but of hearing the words of the Lord, Yahweh, which is meaning the famine of the word is going to happen first. This is going to pop off. All right. But I truly believe through the Spirit, all these things are going to happen simultaneously. Okay. So, yeah, man, Amos 8 and 11 is telling you it's going to be a time or a day where the prophets are not going to be out there prophesying, where you're not going to be hearing that warning. You're not going to be getting, um, you're not going to see the elders and apostles, our big brothers of Great Millstone, pushing that word. And I always go into how the brother said he had that dream of Elder Tahar basically saying, congratulations, all the brothers did a good job, and, everybody, being done with the ministry, and that's why you really want to make sure that your labor, going hard in these scriptures, because any single day could be your last, any day could be the end, the beginning of that MOTB, the beginning of Jacob's trouble, martial law, um, World War III. Any day could be the beginning of the end of a regular society. Okay. It says Amos 8 and 12, and they should wander from sea to sea. You're going to have people that's going to travel all the way to London, travel all the way to New York, travel all the way to California, South Carolina, Mississippi. They're gonna be going from sea to sea, from long distances to try to find this word, and they're not gonna find it. And from the north even to the east, you're gonna have people, they live on the north, like I live in Michigan. You might have somebody from Michigan go all the way to like New Jersey to find my brother Manatazar, to try to find go to New York, or you know, man, I can't even think of those states over there. But literally, you're gonna have people that's gonna go from all parts of the world, all parts of the states, the nations, all right, to try to find His word. They should run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord. They're gonna, what's going on? What's happening? Because that's the biggest thing right now. People are gonna say, what's happening? What's going on? I don't understand what's going on. I'm confused. A lot of your Christian churches, they're not going to be able to tell you, the different pastors, they're not going to tell you what's happening. Okay, they're not going to be able to give you a fair warning. Your government, they're not going to help you. Okay, that's why the scripture says, woe to them that trust in Egypt, man. All right, matter of fact, let's get that and not find it. So people are not going to be able to find this word. It's going to be a day soon where they're going to turn off these different devices. All right, turn off the different internets, YouTube. They're going to take off all the videos. Odyssey, they're going to flag all the videos. Okay, so we're coming into a terrible time. Isaiah chapter 31 and 1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help, right? And a lot of times I got to tell myself this, but you're not supposed to go to Esau Edom for help. Why? Because he's the damn devil. Okay, the scripture says they're physicians of no value, which means these different doctors, nurses, they full of crap, man. The true medicine is in the food. It's in the things you consume, plants, laying off the sugar, exercise, all these different things is things that attribute to good health. Okay. But, woe, destruction to those that go to Egypt, man. All right. Esau, Edom, the Pharaoh. All right. The modern day Pharaoh, the modern day CEO, the king of Babylon. All right. Woe to these people that go to this damn devil for help. A lot of people, they want to go to him, and he was giving out those different jump things, in people's arm. And a lot of people didn't make it to 2024 because they trusted in Esau Edom and stay on horses and trust in chariots because they are many. You see all these men, oh, he got the tanks, the helicopters, the drones, the robo dogs. America is so powerful. Who can stop America? You know, who's better than America? No, Russia and China, they can't take on America. You know, a lot of people, they trust in this damn devil, man. All right. It says, and horsemen, because they are very strong, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord. And that's why a lot of people gonna fumble the bag, man. You know, because the true power is in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right. There is no other power. You know, let me see if I can pull this up. And I'm gonna get the news article I want. This is Exodus chapter 14 and 14. The Lord shall fight for you, and ye shall hold your peace, man. You know, that's why we suffer, and that's why we catching hell now, you know, because soon the Lord's he's gonna fight for us, man. All right, I believe the scripture says, Michael, it's another scripture I wanted to. Daniel 12 and 1, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people. You see, that's another cut to let you know Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is not for everybody. Okay, he's only for his elect, his chosen people. And there shall be a time of trouble. Okay, that's what these pastors not telling you. That's what these Christians, these Catholics, you know, even these BS, you know, these BS idols, man. They're not warning you of prophecy. They're not showing you of things that's going to happen. Okay, it said there should be a time of trouble that is going to happen. A literal angel is going to have to step in. The Yahweh Shai is the top angel on the right hand side, and Michael is right underneath him. Okay, so if he's going to have to stand up and defend the Lord's chosen people, and it's telling you it's going to be a time of trouble, imagine the the severity of this, of what we're about to experience, such as never was since there was a nation, even to the same time. So it's never been a time like this, like we're coming into. It's never going to be a time where you have civil war, gang wars, race wars, martial law popping off. It's never going to be a time of mass groves of people signing up to the MOTB, the mark. Okay, it's never going to be a time like robo dogs, drones, bombs, people freaking shooting and killing. Man, it's going to be crazy out here. A lawless society. That's what we're coming into. Okay. Why? Because it's going to be a shortage of food. It's going to be all these lights is going to go out. It's going to be a huge power outage. Okay. They've been warning you that for years. They're telling you April 8th is going to be a solar eclipse. Okay. And that your kids shouldn't be at school, and that you should prepare certain items as far as a doomsday prep. So these devils, they planning something, man. And like the elders and apostles was going into, these Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the Oppenheimers, all these different people, they running out of time. Okay, they're running out of time. So they're trying to push these different things very fast, quickly. All right. Scripture says he knoweth that he had but a short time. Okay. And at that time, thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in a book, right? You're going to be delivered. You're going to be beamed up. You're going to be changed. Okay. In the twinkle of an eye, you're going to be saved and delivered by Yahweh Shai. All right. So let's get the what we here for. What we're here for. All right. Man. Salakia. See if I can find it. Oh man. So like it, that's not the one I want. Let me see. Read out the Bible. Let me see. Damn, they don't want me to pull up the one I found earlier. Let me see. Is this it? All right, well, I can start off with this. It says Canadian politicians introduce bill removing Christianity and Bible as hate speech defense. Okay, so literally, these devils, they introduced this bill to basically target you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, that's coming after uh, these rainbow gang warriors. All right, let me see. It's section 3, section 319. Oh man. I don't know why I can't find it. Yeah, let me just pull this up again, Salakia. All right, I'm gonna go back to that article and I'm gonna just pull up the bill. But basically, they was able to pass this bill, which is crazy. It says the federal government has introduced its long-awaited online harms, Salakia, legislation today after its last attempt to tackle online hate died when it was 2021 federal election was called. All right, so I want to get a little bit of what the bill goes into. All right, bill C-36. All right, Salakia. The crazy part is they took out the one that I seen because it's not popping up. But I can read it off and see off here. And this man a devil, man. It says Canada unveils law to force firms to remove harmful content online. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau introduced the Online Harms Act and said web giants have failed to keep kids safe online. All right. So, Lockie, let me pull this up real quick. See if I can pull it up on my phone. All right. It's C367. All right. So after I got this, I'm gonna pull it up. The scripture I wanted. Then we're gonna close it out. I ain't want to make this too long. All right. BC 367 threatens Christian speech. Says, should Christians be arrested for quoting portions of the Bible in public? We know who's that's targeting. Okay, it's targeting you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, you Hebrew Israelites. Should pastors be charged with a hate crime? All right. When they preach against certain sins, should churches be closed if the government does not approve of their beliefs? All right. You might think this is a ridiculous question. After all, this is Canada, the true North, strong and free. Our national motto is Maro Escu et Amer, quoted from Psalm 72:8, which says that Hamashiach shall have dominion from sea to sea. This is not a communist China. That's funny. However, with the introduction of Bill C 367, all the questions are on the table. And I call this bill the closest the Christians bill, because this is exactly what it intends to do, to put Christians in the closet under threat of jail time. It will silence believers who oppose the woke ideology that is overrunning our country. So you see, this bill is heavy, man. All right, so let me get back to it. So yeah, man, look, Canada to criminalize scripture. All right, so yeah, Amos 8 and 11 is popping off. A bill which could criminalize anyone who quotes scriptures that the government deems could be anti, and you can't be anti because we're Shemitic. We're Shemitic people. So we can't be anti against our people. That's completely bullcrap. And is currently being debated in the Canadian Parliament. The bill is C-367. Christian persecution is about to be introduced in Canada. If passed, the bill C-367 could land Christians in jail for quoting the Bible or expressing a faith-based opinion if the Canadian government deems it promotion of or hatred or anti you know what. So yeah, man. So let me get the scripture, okay? Because hey, man, this is the elders and apostles. They told us this a long time ago. All right. So let me see. Persecuted. All right. So I'm gonna read all this because this is all fire. I'm gonna read it from 6. All right. So it says, you should hear of wars and rumors of wars, which is what we're hearing. Okay. See that you be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass. Okay, all these things gotta happen. Jacob's trouble, the MOTB, World War III, all these different things. But it says, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So the end of this world, the end of this society is not come yet. For nation shall rise against nation, okay, which we're seeing. Russia versus Ukraine, North Korea versus South Korea, and kingdom against kingdom. You got the US versus Russia versus China, and there should be famines. We just went into how there's famines happening even now. And pestilences, all right, these different sicknesses, they got all type of sicknesses being released all the time. You got this sickness alphabet that's out here, in earthquakes. All right, you got earthquakes happening every day, D. Just like Cameron said. What he say? He said, earthquakes happen every day, D. Well, he ain't really say that, but he said niggas die every day, D. But the earthquakes, man, they're happening every single day, and people are dying every single day, which is the judgment of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So let me just pull up a couple of these. It says earthquakes diminish in Iceland as threat of volcanic eruption waves. Japan warns of more strong quakes as slow slip and phenomena hits Chiba. All right. Earthquake shakes Kazakhstan's biggest city. All right. So, man, stop playing with the Lord, man. All right. So, all these things is to show us that this prophecy is happening. All right. In real time. And there should be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows, right? These are just the beginning. People seeing shortages, losing their jobs, nation against nation, earthquakes. All these are just the beginning. Then they should deliver you up to be afflicted, which is what we're seeing now. We're getting close to that famine of the word, where they're going to seek after the prophets, the men, the believers, the men, women, and children that are down with Yahweh Shem Yahushai. They're going to seek to get the elect of Israel. Esau Edom is going to send out his UN troopers, All right, these different weapons. All right, and shall kill you. All right, some of you Israelites, you might have to die for this truth. Okay, the scripture says you're gonna be rose. You're gonna be rose up first. All right, on them chariots. All right, and you're gonna be able to get the to be able to get a seat at the 144,000 if you're an Israelite man and you found worthy to be a part of the elect. And you should be hated of all nations for my name's sake. You see, so all these heathen nations, they're gonna demonize the prophets. They're going to demonize the men of the Lord. Okay, all nations, even our people, they're going to try to be against us in these times. All right. Then shall many be offended. All right, and shall betray one another. All right, you're gonna have certain people that's gonna be offended by this doctrine. You're gonna have certain people that's gonna be afraid. They're gonna see people getting locked up as believers. They're gonna see certain brothers getting locked up, thrown in concentration camps, uh, um, get beheaded. All right, and people are gonna be offended. You're gonna have brothers that was a part of camps, brothers that were friends of the camp, whatever. They're gonna start betraying one another. All right, and shall hate one another. Okay, so you're gonna have certain brothers that's gonna do a complete change, man. Just like you had damn, my man said basically betrayed Yahweh Shai, man. He ain't he ain't even know he was gonna do that, man. But the spirit was put on him to do that, man. So you're gonna have certain brothers that's gonna do that. That's gonna betray certain brothers. And many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many, which is what you see. All right. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. So not just family members. Scripture says the Lord is bringing division, all right, between families, houses, everything. All right. So love of many gonna wax cold. They're not gonna care about your family, your friends. But he that shall endure to the end, the same shall be saved. All right. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. So that's why all these people is coming after us. All right, because they're seeing that all the things that we're saying is coming true. All right, that's why they called the elders and the apostles the prophets of doom. All right. So let me see. Synagogue. And that's heavy. Yahweh Shai was brought to the synagogue too, where he had to go through, these devils putting hell on him. How much more us, So like, yeah, I'm gonna just do it from this way. Yeah. All right, so here it go right here. Damn, this is all good. This is Matthew 10 and 15. Verily I say unto you, it shall be more tolerable for the land of Sodom and Gomorrah on the day of judgment than for that city. And that city is America, Babylon the Great. Okay, because hey man, this place is gonna go down worse than Sodom and Gomorrah. Okay, let's get some more. It says, behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. You see that? That's why we ain't out here with sticks at camp. All right. Be therefore wise as serpents. You got to be wise. All right. Moving circumspectly and harmless as doves. You ain't supposed to be out there doing things so the ministry could be blamed. You out there with guns at camp. You ain't supposed to be doing none of that. All right. It says, and harmless as doves. Okay. So your whole mindset should be, okay, bring out this truth, go home and live a peaceful life, not a peaceful life, but a lifestyle where, you're a man of the Lord. You're not really out here provoking wickedness, doing wickedness, doing things that the ministry could be blamed. You walking around, at camp, doing all type of wicked things. Hey man, it says, but beware of men. All right, not just our men, not just our brothers, but also Esau, Edom. All right, it says, but beware of men. All right, but they will deliver you up to the councils, and they will scourge you. You see, they will scourge you in their synagogues. All right, so they're gonna bring you up to their councils. All right, these different Edomites. All right, these different judges. When you're in a concentration camp, you know, they're gonna deliver you up to these councils, and they're gonna scourge you. All right, let me look up that word, scourge. Yeah. Dang, this all good. I'm gonna get this real quick. So yeah, what it means, scourge. I want to see that. So it goes into G3146, which goes into to scourge, to flock. What is that? To lock it. Oh man.
Flog.
Beat someone with a whip or a stick as punishment or torture. So some of us, they're gonna bring us in the council, and they're gonna put them hands on us. Okay. It says sell or offer for sale. Okay. Some of you might get shipped off. Organ harvesting, sex trafficking. Hey, that's gonna go big in those times. All right. So it says that you should be brought before governors and kings for my sake. You're gonna be brought before Sleepy Joe. You might be brought before these different congressmen for a testimony against them in the Gentiles. So you there to catch hell, okay, to be a testimony against these damn devils, to basically say this is what they did. But when they deliver you up, take no thought on how or what you shall speak, for it should be given unto you in the same hour what you shall speak. So don't worry about, oh, I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna write down the speech when they try to get me, I'm gonna say that speech. No, man, you're gonna speak and you're gonna say things according to the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. For it is not ye that speak, but the spirit of your father which speaketh in you. So Yahweh is going to be speaking through you to these damn devils. They're gonna be trying to scourge you, hurt you, harm you, mock you, spit on you, and you just gonna be there speaking in the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man. The Lord's gonna be talking through you like, yeah, devils, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. you know? And the brother shall deliver up the brother to death, right? You're gonna have certain brothers that's gonna deliver you up. They're gonna call you in. Esau Edom, he's gonna put out billboards, commercials. Have you seen this person? Okay. And they're gonna have like bonds where you get paid if you see certain brothers. Oh, if you seen this brother, call this number, and we'll reward you $5,000. Whatever. And the father of the child and the children shall rise up against their parents and cause them to be put to death. You're even gonna have children that's gonna do that to their parents. You in the truth, but they don't want to be in the truth. All right, so they're gonna cause you to get put to death. You should be hated of all men for my name's sake. So everywhere you go, they're gonna be against the elect of Israel. They're gonna be against the men of the Lord. They're gonna be against the prophets, the elders, and apostles of Great Millstone and the like-minded camps. All right, why? Because we stood firmly on Yahweh Shem Yahushai when this society was crumbling. All right. And all these nations, they're going to be heated. All right. It says that you should be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that endureth to the end shall be saved. All right. So if you endure all the way to the end, hey, you're gonna make it. All right. You see? All right, so I'm gonna read this one off and I'm gonna close it. It says Matthew 23 and 34. Wherefore, behold, I send you unto you prophets and wise men and scribes, and some of them ye shall kill and crucify, and some of them shall you scourge in your synagogues and persecute them from city to city. And that's gonna happen all over again. All right. All right. Matter of fact, let me get this last one. Then I'm gonna close it. Salaki. All right, so this is Revelations chapter 20 and 4. It says, and I saw thrones, and they that sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them, rulership, power over the nations. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahweh Shai. You see, you're there for a testimony, you're there for a witness, for Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and for the word of Yahweh, which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands, and they lived and reigned with Hamashiach 1,000 years. Basically, you're going to live and reign with Yahweh Shai forever, and you're going to be within that first rebirthing period. Okay? You see this? Blessed and holy is he that have part in the first resurrection. Basically, you're in that first 1,000 years. You didn't have to get put to death. All right? Well, which basically means you didn't have to, you wasn't labeled as a 2/3. You were part of the elect. You got to see the beginning of Esau, Edom, and these banquet families being put into submission. You get to see the kingdom being brought forth. Okay. Or such on the second death have no power, but they should be priests of Yahweh and of Hamashiach, and shall reign with him 1,000 years, basically forever. All right. So Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai Barakatah, Barakatham to everybody tuning in. Baba Ball soon, Shalom, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, the water, for another day, the ability to push this lesson, Lord willing, was edifying. Shalom.